So thanks for joining us today on Leadership Log, which is a podcast for the Air Force Lifecycle Management Center community on topics of interest. And the topic of interest today is the software enterprise hiring event that we've got coming up. So we're here with some experts to learn more about what the Air Force needs in the future. And we'll start off with Ms. Artusso. Ma'am, if you could introduce yourself and give us a little bit of your career background.
Sure, thanks, Daryl. I'm Sherry Artusso, the Director of Personnel here at the Air Force Lifecycle Management Center, where our mission is to acquire and support war-winning capabilities. Essentially, we provide what the warfighters need and when they need it. It really is an incredible mission. As far as my background, most of my Air Force career has been in the civilian personnel and workforce management arena in various programs such as the F-22, simulators, special operations, as well as in a few of our functional specialty areas, such as program management and engineering. It is definitely challenging yet exciting to be part of this large, diverse organization with such an important mission. So I definitely look forward to the discussion we have today as we talk about a few of our most exciting programs here at the center.
Thank you. Colonel Priestley.
Yes, good afternoon. Lieutenant Colonel John Priestley, go by JP. I'm currently the material leader for the Unified Platform, which is a program that supports the Cyber Mission Force at U.S. Cyber Command. And through that opportunity, I'm also the director of LevelUp Codeworks here in downtown San Antonio. My background is largely in the Intel community prior to this position, holding a variety of positions across engineering and more recently in the program management. And so that's kind of where I come from, heavy engineering background, and have recently switched over to more of a program management role.
Okay. Ms. Peterson.
Hey everyone, thanks so much, Daryl. My name is Leah Peterson. I've been working on Kessel Run's talent management needs for about 2 years in a variety of different ways. I came over to Kessel Run having been an active duty personnel officer at Hanscom. I've since switched over to the civilian side, and I'm currently taking care of the information technology specialists and leaders that we have at Kessel Run. Kessel Run is a software development and acquisitions unit with a proven track record in enhancing efficiency and cost saving with the way that Air Force operates in software development. So I'm really lucky to be over here at KR working on the software needs.
And Major Cady.
Hi, so I'm Major Camdon Cady. I'm currently the Chief Operating Officer at Platform One. I've been there about 3 months now. Prior to that, I'm an engineer in the Air Force. So I've done engineering and computer science degrees at AFID, and most recently was at AFRL up at the Information Directorate.
All right, so let's get started talking about some of the cool things that each of your organizations do, and telling people, potential applicants, what kind of programs would they work on and how could they make an impact on the Air Force mission? And we'll start with Ms. Peterson.
Thanks again, Daryl. So Kessel Run's mission is to rapidly deliver combat capabilities to the warfighters. And as I mentioned before, we have a proven track record for providing software solutions in real time. One of the cool things that we've done recently is we were responsible for the software solutions in Operation Allies Refuge. We were instrumental in the safe evacuation of more than 123,000 people over multiple applications and securing those applications on our platform. So it just goes to show that over our applications, which we have over 40 of them operational 24/7 with global Air Force users, we're continuously developing, hosting, delivering, securing, iterating, and sustaining these capabilities as a weapon system to the warfighter daily.
Colonel Priestley.
Yeah, definitely. So here at LevelUp Codeworks, we really have two primary activities or products that we deliver to the community. The first being the Unified Platform, which is our operational platform that, again, that we deliver to the Cyber Mission Force up at U.S. Cyber Command, supporting both full spectrum cyberspace operations, and supporting and enabling things like battle management, situational awareness, operations training, and other data-centric activities. And so that's our sort of program of record. A secondary product that we provide is the LevelUp Software Factory, which is taking advantage of the DevSecOps principles, executing our software activities in an agile way so that we can, rapidly respond and deliver capability at what we call the speed of relevance. And in cyber, that speed is very fast paced, and the cyber terrain can evolve very rapidly. So that's how we've organized around the problem. I'd say one of the most interesting things that we do that is a little bit different than many of the other, typical acquisition organizations is that we have government-led organic software development, and there's a few other organizations across the Air Force that do this as well. But the reason that's important is that we don't have a prime integrator. We're not leading on a prime contractor to deliver our capabilities. We have true government integration, which provides a great opportunity for engineers and program managers and other disciplines to have no kidding hands-on experience and work on their craft. Some of the other cool things at LevelUp is that we're downtown San Antonio, which allows us to kind of overcome some of those barriers that exist across typical DoD organizations, as well as recruit and retain talent. And we do a lot to promote our culture, how we process and how work flows through the organization, bi-weekly book clubs to take sort of a look at how industry is doing things and what we can incorporate into our program office. And then continuous learning through brown bags and daily stand-ups to ensure our in-office and telework workforce stays connected. That's a little bit about LevelUp.
Okay. Major Cady.
So Platform One is the platform that actually underlies kind of some of these other software development activities. So we share a floor with Colonel Priestley there in downtown San Antonio. And our mission in life is to provide the underlying platform that folks like Colonel Priestley or our partners out at Kessel Run can take whatever parts of suit their mission, build on top of, and then get the applications out there to the warfighter. We also have a platform as a service where teams can directly develop and deploy software. So we have upwards of 90 different programs running on there. Everything from some of the larger programs like Colonel Priestley's to even airman coders that maybe are trying to get off of, shall we say, shadow IT and kind of come out into the sunlight and get their stuff secured and running in a good way. So kind of a broad mission set there.
Okay. So let's try and identify what are the talents and particular skill sets that you're looking for in applicants that come to your programs. And we'll start with Ms. Peterson.
Sure. So Kessel Run, we have a lot of hiring needs, and we are looking for folks that have experience in software development in the software engineering space in a variety of coding languages, software designers that have design experience with user-centered design, software product managers that are familiar with agile methodologies, and a keen eye for intense customer focus. We also thrive off of test-driven development. So any experience with test-driven development and development in cloud-native applications. Our platform is migrating to Kubernetes, so Kubernetes engineers are also desired. At times we have some opportunities that are open that are even more niche or in a more managerial. So folks that have software management experience at a higher level are definitely desired. We also operate a long-term TDY program for active duty military members and Air Force civilians. And we also accept summer internships through the Premier College Internship Program. So we are definitely hiring government, civilians all the time that have experience in those software areas in industry or government. We love to get a diverse pool of talent to really strengthen our products for the users. But there are also other modes to get the foot in the door over here at KR.
Okay. Colonel Priestley.
Yeah, so as you might expect from a software enterprise hiring event, we're going to overlap in some of the skill areas that we're looking for. So along the same lines that Ms. Peterson mentioned with software engineering and development talent, we're also looking at folks that have a background and a knack for IT operations, or sometimes referred to as day two ops. But maybe specific to the unified platform, we are a data-centric activity. So data science and engineering is an area where we have some growth right now as we look to enable and leverage the advances that we see in artificial intelligence and machine learning. On the PM side, we're looking for folks that really have a knack and sort of a desire to implement agile acquisition approaches, kind of work outside the box so that we can continue to have our acquisition activities match the pace of our software development activities and the needs of the operational community. I might add too that, outside of those specific technology areas or disciplines, we're really looking for folks, both folks that have depth in a particular area, as well as breadth across several functional areas, so that we can, take advantage of those ideas that maybe are rooted in a different discipline that we can bring to bear and really get after our problem set. But maybe the biggest thing overall is that we leverage IT at length in our organization to support our processes and again, how we flow work through our organization. So folks that are just generally savvy in IT will find LevelUp Codeworks as a great place to work and to bring technologies to bear to continue driving down the speed or increasing the speed at which we can deliver capabilities.
Yep. Major Cady.
Yep, so no surprise here, quite a bit of overlap. So kind of the way that I view this is we're an acquisitions organization that provides software, which means we're taking two of the what can be the largest bureaucratic hurdles in the DoD, acquisitions and cybersecurity, and we're trying to make them go fast. So we really want people that are well versed in one or both of those fields and can also go fast and come up with innovative ways to deliver stuff more quickly to the users. So along those lines, program managers, acquisition specialists, contracting officers, and we've got a real need for good cybersecurity talent right now. So cybersecurity engineers and folks like that.
I think Ms. Peterson mentioned diverse workforce, and I think it's important to talk about what diversity means and why it's important to us as an organization. Ms. Artusso, could you start off with diversity and why it's important to our to AFLCMC?
Right, absolutely. Really at the heart, diversity, equity, and inclusion really continue to be important to our entire workforce. Here at the center, we strongly believe that a diverse workforce really improves both individual and organizational performance. So I think we've probably all seen diverse teams in action, and how really bringing those various skills, those different experiences and perspectives to the table really lead to those creative solutions that may otherwise not have been possible. You've heard from three of the experts here of what talent they're looking for. And that is really our goal, is to, create those diverse teams to be able to get after the mission and meet the warfighters' needs as they have described. So bottom line, our mission really depends on that diversity in order to succeed. And we strive really to create that environment that values each member of the organization. So that in my mind is how and why diversity is really important to teams and the organization as a whole.
Okay, thank you. Ms. Peterson, why is diversity important to Kessel Run?
Sure. So we here at Kessel Run celebrate diversity and inclusion in everything that we do. And we're especially looking for these avenues to incorporate that into our top talent acquisition. Our culture and atmosphere enables our software teams to be extremely sensitive, adaptive, and responsive to our user needs. People make software for people. That's why we're here. Having representation in all areas is a cornerstone of ensuring quality user and employee experience for what we're doing our software, who we're doing our software for, and how we're doing it. So I have to define what diversity means to us. It's having a diverse workforce in terms of age, race, ethnicity, gender, sexual orientation, language ability, physical ability, philosophical perspective, spiritual perspective, personal life experiences, geographic and socioeconomic background, cultural knowledge, even including physical experience. These are all so important to creating and maintaining a culture and an environment of effective feedback, innovation, and it's all anchored in psychological safety. We also understand that there's no perfect candidate for any job. And we believe in empowering people to learn and grow throughout their professional aspirations. So with that, we encourage folks to put themselves out there and apply to these positions to have a big impact in the Department of Defense.
Colonel Priestley.
Great discussion there by Ms. Peterson, and I won't have to now define diversity. She did a really good job of kind of laying that out for us. But I mean, just to be sort of frank, it's very important to level up. I mean, we implement a lot of cross-functional teams, and when we do that, we're looking for diversity in all the areas highlighted by Ms. Peterson. So whether that be in someone's personal life or professionally, our team definitely takes advantage of that, of our diverse team that we have today, and we're looking to continue to extend that as much as possible. We find, as Ms. Artusso mentioned, we find that diverse thought and sort of out of the box thinking gives us an advantage and ensures that we continue to be innovative and don't get stale in our ideas and become an echo chamber and things like that, and really just kind of continue to look for innovative ways to get after the problems that we have. So that's very important to us.
And Major Cady.
Yeah, I mean, really, I would just like to echo what the two previous speakers said. So diversity is incredibly important to us. Software development and operations really is a creative endeavor. And what we ask people to do every day is come to work and find innovative solutions to hard problems to help other people get their job done. And so having a wide variety of experiences, perspectives, life experiences, to look at the problem and connect with the customer, connect with the user in different ways. It's incredibly important for us to be able to deliver capabilities across the spectrum.
Okay. Ms. Artusso, could you let us know how can candidates find out more information about opportunities in these exciting areas?
Right, absolutely. Really across our whole organization, but in particular within our software enterprise that we've described here, that competition is tough, and that's for sure. And our ability to attract those the talent we need to recruit, to hire, and retain those top qualified talent in our positions directly impact our ability to deliver to the mission. Really, I think the message is we are here to hire. We're excited for this opportunity, to share the news of the opportunities that that we have readily available. So really to that end, we do already have efforts underway to help us identify that talent that we need to fill various positions. We have positions at locations such as Hanscom Air Force Base in Massachusetts, Boston area, Joint Base San Antonio in Texas, and Maxwell Gunter in Alabama as some examples. So that registration is open now for candidates to be able to provide their resumes, their transcripts, and any references to assist with the screening of qualifications for the opportunities that we have available. Also, I think important to point out, registration does close soon on the 9th of January. So it's important that those interested learn more about our event. And Daryl will share that link that's part of the podcast. And that's where I would point candidates who are interested to find out a little bit more about what we have to offer.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So we're going to go around real quick, just with some closing thoughts. But as we do, I'd like to challenge you. Think of how you would make your pitch for why the most talented people should come work for your organization. And we'll go to Ms. Peterson first.
Thanks, Daryl. So to close up my thoughts is, if you have experience in this area of information technology, and we also have cybersecurity opportunities, data science opportunities, we are definitely enhancing our AI and ML capabilities. If you have experience in that, are looking for a new opportunity that is incredibly fulfilling, Kessel Run is one of those places that you can find, as well as the other organizations represented today. Our user being Air Combat Command, it was absolutely moving personally for so many of us being involved in the recent Afghanistan airlift. Those opportunities only come in organizations like ours. They don't come by making software for a store, things like that. So if you have experience and you're interested in doing something new that's very fulfilling towards national defense and the Department of Defense, this is a place for you. Thank you.
Colonel Priestley.
Yeah, sure. So first of all, to the sort of the audience here, right? You've got representatives from, I would say, three really awesome organizations, that being Kessel Run, Platform One, and LevelUp. Some of the big hitters in driving change into how the DoD does acquisitions for technology, in particular in a software intensive program. So I don't think you can go wrong in any one of these organizations. They all have a great culture. They all have a great mission. But for LevelUp Codeworks specifically, kind of regardless of where you are professionally, if you're someone that is looking to join a fast-paced team with a knack for sort of driving change and being a leader in how the DoD executes, in particular software intensive programs, then I would ask that you take a hard look at LevelUp. With over 50 civilian positions in the organization, we have great opportunities for folks to grow professionally across several disciplines. And we're just small enough still that we have a really close-knit, group of folks that like to get after the problems that we have. LevelUp also provides an opportunity to really gain firsthand experience in where the DoD and to be frank, some of the commercial sector is headed with acquiring modern technology, especially again for those software intensive efforts. Kind of along the same lines as Kessel Run, we have daily engagement with the joint operational workforce. And so we are a joint program as an Air Force program office. So again, weekly, daily engagements with Navy, Air Force, Marines, the Army, more recently with the Coast Guard and other government elements such as the state National Guards and things like that. So this is a place where you're definitely going to immediately see the impact of your contributions, and you can't say that across every acquisition activity that you might join. So I'll leave you with that for LevelUp.
Thank you. And Major Cady.
Yep, I completely agree with the other two. I mean, all three places are a great place to work, but I would say the best part about working at Platform One to me is the fact that we get to work on really hard problems. And just like Kessel Run, just like LevelUp, we have some of the best customers in the world. So people are coming to us there, and honestly, folks are frustrated. IT and the DoD is not always the greatest. So people come to you with their problems, with their frustrations, and then when you're able to help them out, and you hear about whether it's the contingency operations to evacuate people out of Afghanistan or responding to other real world events, and you just hear about the difference you're making in people's lives, it's really rewarding. So every day.
All right, thank you. And Ms. Artusso.
I don't know if I could say anything better than the three experts on the phone here. I mean, the entire center, Air Force Lifecycle Management Center, as well as these particular program offices. Just an incredible place to work, the culture, the mission. And, you heard here the impacts and the challenges and really the excitement and job fulfillment. So great place to work. I would just put that pitch in on behalf of our software enterprise, as well as our entire center as a whole.
Well, thank you all very much for joining us today and bringing some clarity to these positions, and look forward to welcoming new people to the AFLCMC team. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having us. Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Happy holidays.
All right.